Hey everyone, thanks for joining. So in this video, we're going to work with Power BI Desktop again, and then we're going to go ahead and publish a report to the database here in the cloud so that we can later embed it into a Canvas app that we'll build. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll go back into our Power BI Desktop client here, and let's go ahead and look at the accounts table here that we brought in our last video when we authenticated into the OData feed. And we're going to start building out a very simple table just to get the basic understanding of Power BI. So you can see that inside this table, I have a variety of different attributes that I can tap into, right? These are all attributes that live inside the table. The reason I have all these attributes is because when I selected the table, I didn't exclusively select um, specific ones. I just brought the whole table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select a couple different ones that I want. So for example, I want the account number. And so all of a sudden this starts building out a table. So I'm going to drag this table out and you can see this little dotted line. This is kind of like where it's going to stop rendering. So I'm going to go ahead and just go down to the dotted line and stop there. And so I have this account number column. This is how much data I have that has account number information. And then I'm going to go here and then I'm going to say, okay, well, I also want to see maybe the account name, right? So let's take a look. Give me the name. Okay, great. So now I've got a name. So I'm filling out this table here. And then what about maybe industry code? Do we have some data on that? We don't. So let's skip that. Let's take a look at some other stuff here. How about open revenue? We do have some open revenue data, so let's keep that on here. I like that. This is a little bit of a roll up of open revenue, so let's keep that. Open deals, do we have any of that? We do. We have some open opportunity data. That's nice. Number of employees, do we have any data on that? We certainly do. I like that. Let's take a look at some of this other information that might be valuable to us. Let's see if any of these have a value for the city. They actually do. Okay. That's kind of cool. Okay. So we can keep that. I like it. And we can even add the state. I don't think we need much more than that, right? So let's take the city and the state. My record here has no values on that right now, but that's okay. Do they have email addresses? I don't know. Let's take a look. A lot of them do. So that's kind of cool. I like it. Nice. Okay. Let's see what else we might use here. How about telephone one? Yeah, I like it. So then what if we wanted to shift these around, right? Like let's say we want to know um, we want to sort these and have them where the account numbers after the name. We can just grab this and put it after the name, and you can see now the account numbers after the name of the um, account. And I can even expand this column if the names are a little too long. It'll even adjust if needed. But you don't want to make it look kind of ugly, so you want to make it fit nicely. And then the other thing is, one of the big things is these labels in here for the attributes are literally the schema names of the attributes. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rename these. So what I do is I click on rename for these visuals, and I'll call this account name. And you'll see that when I unclick, this is now called account name. This one's going to be called account number, and I'll call it account number like that. And then open revenue. I like the open revenue concept. I'll call this open opportunities. And then this one here, number of employees. Get some real estate back, right? See? And then this one right here, for example, we don't need to say address one city. We can just say city. We can say state. We can say email. And we can say business phone, or actually this is called main phone, isn't it? Yeah. And so there's our table. Okay. This looks okay. It's not the greatest data set, I would say, ever at all by any means, but it gives you an idea of the concept of taking information from a table and reproducing it here. So then what I want to do here is, remember, we have this account number parameter here, and this is a unique value. This is a very unique value. I mean, I suppose the account name is a very unique value too, right? But I think the account number is probably the most unique thing that we have here. And what I want to do in the next video is I want to show you how to create a Canvas app that embeds this report that we've created. And when you go to the account in question, so say I open up Alpine Ski House, I want to make sure that it filters based on ABC dash, 00002, and only shows me this row of data. So if I had a ton of data about all sorts of things like gross margin, gross profit, costs, etc., blah, 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 it doesn't matter. I had a bunch of information, a ton of different visualizations. I would want that one piece of data to be shown dynamically based on the account number. And that's extremely valuable to my customers. It keeps becoming more and more valuable every single day now. So it's no longer a Power BI thing to just, hey, I want a report that managers can see every single day about all the accounts. It's also about, hey, I want the salespeople to be able to see when they're looking at a specific account, metrics about that specific account and only things about that specific account. What products did they purchase? How often are they purchasing? What did they purchase last year? All of that sort of stuff. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and publish this report. So we save it. Let's just save it to my, that's fine. I'll call it account report sample. And then I'm going to publish it to my workspace. I don't know why it doesn't think I'm signed in, but okay. So bear with me here. I could have sworn I was signed in, but okay. Let's try that again. There we go. There's my workspace. This is the first report I'm publishing. And then I'll show you that when I publish this report, it's actually going to show up in the cloud. So it says success. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you publish a report. When I go here, I didn't have any reports at all, except now it just popped up. So here it is. Here's the report we just built. Cool, right? All right. So in the next video, let's go ahead and build out a Canvas app. We'll pop this report in here. We'll put in some filters, and then we're going to try and see if we can dynamically, based on the account number, I'm going to show you a really cool trick. It's not very well documented, but it will be now. How to filter the Canvas app report embedded inside of the Canvas app, based on the model driven integration of the form that you're looking at. So thank you so much for watching.